Hi everyone, my name is Shauna in case you know, and welcome back to another video. Guess who is sick? So this video is either going to go up a little late or I'm going to push through being sick and edit this all in one day because I realized today I was like, I really need to film a YouTube video, and I was like, well, yeah, the day that it's supposed to be posted is tomorrow, so I don't know what's going to happen. I am on day 11 of being sick. I have shown improvement from like the first 2 days that I was sick, but I'm pretty much just like stuck at this level and it's not working for me. I think I got something on the plane home on the way from MagFest in Maryland, and I got home, had like 24 hours feeling fine, then just wiped on my butt, couldn't do Fan Expo Portland, had to cancel events with my friends, had to cancel shoots, and I'm bummed. And I was like, oh, I'll be all better in time for the rest of the stuff I have scheduled for January and February. I don't know. I'm on day 11. I'm still sick. And I went to the doctor yesterday and there was like, yeah, there's nothing that we can do. If your fever hits 103 again, go to the ER. Okay. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. But yeah, I have been having a fever every single day, congested, coughing, ears plugged. Ugh. Anyways, enough talk about me being sick. Let's talk about the video today. Today I'm going to be talking about my 2026 reading goals. I was debating whether I wanted to actually set reading goals or not, and then I kept thinking about it and I was like, no, I think reading goals help give me some sort of structure, and I think my life feels so chaotic sometimes that I want a little bit of structure in my life, and reading goals is one way to do that. So these goals are going to be like super similar to what I had the past like year or two, so I don't think there's anything that's going to be too shocking on here, and I've actually already finished one of my reading goals, so there's that. I meant to film this like the first few days of January, but I have been really busy in January because I immediately had a house sitting gig, then had to pack for MagFest, went to MagFest, came back sick, and that's been my January. So it's been something. So these aren't super set in stone goals. Like if I don't finish them, I don't finish them. I'm not going to be like too upset about it. I'm at a point in my life where like things are different and changing. Like I'm having my first relationship that I've had in years and years and years. I have a lot of friends that I've been hanging out with and having fun with, and so like my time isn't just like me sitting at home reading all day anymore. So these aren't like set in stone goals. As long as I'm happy with my life and where I'm at, if I don't hit these goals, I'm not gonna be too upset. The first goal is read at least 75 books, but knowing me, I always set an unofficial goal for 100 books, but 75 is the minimum of what I'm aiming for. I want to continue my yearly reread of the Harry Potter books, but in case you're new here, I've been trying to make sure that the number of times that I've read each book is the same. So currently I have read Sorcerer's Stone and Cursed Child more than the other books. So my reread this year is just going to be Chamber of Secrets to Deathly Hallows. And then I think 2027 is going to be like Order of the Phoenix to Deathly Hallows to even them out, because I've read the first 4 in Cursed Child more than I've read the 3 in the middle, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows, you know. So just trying to make sure that my rereads for all of them are the same. And then I'm going to finish or DNF the Akata Witch series by Nnedi Okorafor. I am actually reading Akata Warrior right now, which is the second book in the series. So this is the second book, Akata Warrior. The third book in the series is Akata Woman. So if I like Akata Warrior, I'll read Akata Woman. However, I am not enjoying Akata Warrior at all right now. And I'm this far in. And, well, technically, this is like chapters from book 1. So this is how much I have left. So I'm guessing that this is going to be a series I end up DNFing, unfortunately. But I'm going to push through. Maybe it'll get better in the last bit of the book, but it just isn't as good compared to the first book. And I've also read another book by this author. It was a graphic novel, and I didn't like the graphic novel. And I liked Akata Witch, so I was like, oh, the graphic novel is just like one that was off for me. I like the rest of her books. And after reading this, I'm like, maybe it's actually the opposite. Maybe Akata Witch was the one that was off in a good way and the other ones aren't for me, unfortunately. However, I've heard a lot about Bindi, another series by this author, and I may give that series a chance. But if I don't like Bindi, I think I'm just going to be done with the author, unfortunately. It sucks so much when one of your favorite books that you love so much, talk about all the time, obsess over, ends up having disappointing sequels. I hate that, but it is what it is. It happens with a lot of different series. The next goal is the one that I'm anticipating will be a harder one this year for some reason, and this is read at least 2 audiobooks. This one just feels a little harder for me just because I'm on call with people like a ton, which has been great and is great for mental health, but I'm also like, I don't know. Listening to audiobooks takes so much time and I have to use my phone to listen to them, and I'm like, I anticipate this one being a little harder this year. However, I have tons of audiobooks downloaded, so I have tons of options, so maybe I'll choose some shorter options. But I'm really craving just listening to audiobooks where I like the narrator right now. Like sometimes you're in the mood for an audiobook because you really want to read that book. And sometimes you're in the mood for an audiobook because you really want to hear a voice. And I think I'm in the point in my life where I'm like, I really just want to hear a really nice voice as I'm reading an audiobook, because I read some audiobooks like last year that like I enjoyed, but I was like, I really want different voices with this. So I think I might listen to some more books that Christian Colson has narrated, who played Tom Riddle in Chamber of Secrets, but he narrates audiobooks. Beautiful, stunning. I love his voice. He is a great narrator. He's my favorite narrator for audiobooks, so I'm thinking I'm going to listen to some more of his books this year. And then the final one is the one that I've already finished. Yay, I finished one of my goals already, even though January isn't even over yet, and that is read at least 2 iBooks. So I read River of Harmony, and I read A Charmed Christmas. A Charmed Christmas is by Alison Cochrane. Who is A River of Harmony by? That's a good question. But I cracked these out when I was on vacation in Maryland. I didn't feel like bringing a book, like a physical thick book, so I was like, I'll just tackle my iBooks goal, and I tackled it. I will give more information about these books obviously in my monthly wrap-up. Hopefully my monthly wrap-up is on time, but I'm sick and I'm not getting better, so I don't even know if this video will be up on time. Oh, finally got to River of Harmony's author, and it's Lena Moore. So yeah, that's basically my goals for the year. I hate that my goals for the year video is me being sick, because I'm like, does this set the tone for the rest of the year? Like, am I just gonna have a year being sick? I hope not, but yeah, this really sucks to start off my year being sick. At least I had fun at MagFest. Also, one more thing before I go, I started eating solid food again. What? I was just craving solid food really bad, and I was really sick, and I was like, well, I can't get worse. And I tried, and the food didn't get stuck in my throat. So what does that mean? I don't know. This is going to be an evolving situation, and if I figure out why I can eat food, I will definitely let all of you know. But that was all for today's video. I hope all of you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. I try to upload at least 1 video a week, but I'm sick, so my uploads may be a little off until I start feeling completely better. But if you want to see any of my other book related videos, I have tons and tons of bookish stuff up on my channel. I also have tons of cosplay stuff up over on my YouTube shorts if you want to see any cosplay stuff. I hope all of you have had a great start to your 2026, and I'll see all of you in my next video. Until next time, everyone, goodbye.